after the game, he was like, "Oh, have you put a lot of time into this map?" You went, "No, oh, just fought them on it." And that's the thing with this sort of matchup. That basically, when you look at TYLOO, they're gonna be able to do whatever they want, and they're also starting on the T side where we've already seen them be able to get a hell of a lot of after plant positions, even in the rounds that they lost in the last map. It was something ridiculous. Like, I think they lost like 6 or 7 after plants, but they were able to get the bomb down every single round. So, yeah, this is going to be a rough one.
I mean, just remember that, of course, we saw TYLOO pick this map. So they're feeling comfortable in that they want to practice it a little bit more. And this is a great way to get their stats up on it, I suppose. Straight away, plant on A. Just barreled up towards the site, smoked off left side, and now a retake has to be mounted.
Well, this was the way that After did manage to win the majority of their rounds. I feel like a retake on the Mirage A site and a retake on the Vertigo A site have some parallels. Like, it's definitely doable, but I would say it's a lot tougher for them. Slowly. Aim! How did he not hit anyone there? Okay, they've got someone on the bomb. They're just defusing. They're just defusing. What?
One way to start out the pistol, isn't it? Okay, it's the kind of game we're in for. Just to go in the smoke, straight stick it, and it works out. Well, TYLOO've got to be gutted. That's not a round they should have lost at all. The buy is actually pretty even as well. God. Look at this investment. I hate this. Is huge. Thing.
Got more rifles than the CT side.
Yep. That's the position we're in right now with the economy. It's trash. I don't know why Valve have done this to us, but...
Oh, you're lucky, boy. Lucky to be alive. Okay, not so much. He's going to get taken down. Fairly even trade early on. They're actually going to switch the better rifle into other hands. He's just run into B. He did just on his own. There's still 2 players here. And he's just gone running in. He got 2 different Titan stickers on this. That's probably one of the most expensive Galeals I've ever seen.
Most expensive trash Galeals.
Who puts that much money into a Galil?
He loves the Galil, evidently. I'm expecting big things from somebody with that kind of investment. Oh, Flash is coming over. I mean, the possibilities as well. Maybe he picked it up. Oh, no. There we go. 4 versus 2. He might have picked it up with the stickers already on it.
Hey.
I've seen people sell skins that have howl stickers.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. I meant why did slowly just run in and die?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was wide swinging in towards the spawn. He just didn't expect anybody to be there, which is odd considering they would have rotated, but
also, like, I don't want to like state the obvious, but he's already cleared that angle because he's that far forward. Like, you can clear that angle from the box. Yeah. He was about 1.5 meters past the box. So he knows there's no one there. I don't know. I also, we already know that this bomb site has some of the most powerful afterplants from not pushing. In fact, that's how 99% of teams would play that position, is not get aggressive. But not slowly, of course. Few Deagles invested. This is every single penny in the bank put into this round from After. Well, actually, no, never mind. Marek saved a little bit. A little bit of extra cash. Of course, Wang did get the initial kill. Oh, dear. This is starting to get a little bit scary for the likes of TYLOO. They've managed to win themselves the 2nd round. You do not want to lose the 3rd. That would be a huge hit to their economy. The same that the last one was to After, but they're coming in with a much worse buy. You said about 4 Deagles, Mitch. This is 4 Deagles.
Exactly the right number. It's the magic number. And it looks like it's working out as well. Maybe not for Oi, but he's done the damage. They can connect on afterwards very easily. And the number's enough to overwhelm somebody. This is the kind of game we're in for, as After take the 3rd round. 4 Deagles, Tom. It proves to be the magic number.
That wasn't even close. That round was not even close. After going to be... having a little giggle to themselves. Of course, we're going to see the force buy back up from TYLOO. Wouldn't expect anything less in this situation. They've only got 3 Deagles. I guess, but by your math, this is not going to work.
According to the formula, this is the wrong call, and you can see immediately somebody is falling. You don't mess with the formula, Tom. It's about time that teams learn this.
Yeah, then again, like, Jason is such a curse that I wouldn't be surprised if he cursed his own formula.
That's a fair point.
I didn't believe in jinxes until I casted with him. Now I'm on the fence. This round's not going too well though. The aggressive peaks that have been taken by the CT side have been nothing but successful. Marek is tagged relatively low, but they've got a good setup on this A site, and there is no Molotov to clear the sandbags. I wouldn't even be surprised if they just walk past it without checking at all. I've got used to it. It's something I've come to accept that teams do that more often than I'd like to admit. Gonna see the smoke thrown over.
You can see no intention of clearing the sandbags.
No,
literally
he's dead. They're dead. Bombs down. They still don't know he's there. That's just the bare basics of this map. An attacker eventually is going to fall. So after gaming, they've got off to a strong start. That's going to be a huge boost to their economy. Their aggression on ramp so far has actually been very good as well. They know that basic smoke, obviously the one where you run along the wall, throw it through the window, and it lands down the bottom of the ramp. And well, we're just seeing like so many solo peaks just being taken by TYLOO at the moment. They're very much in the mindset of we are better players, so we could just go running. As said, like, this always irritates me. I know that sandbags, especially when you're in a 3-on-4, 3-on-5, and you don't have a Molotov, it's very difficult to clear correctly without putting yourself into many vulnerable angles. At the same time, one of the most basic positions in the game. Now they're just going to go barreling in. They should get the kill onto Wang at least, and slowly he's come up with 2 kills. There's actually only 1 defender of this site now. Takai, bit of a whiff. They might actually be able to get the bomb down, but the flank has come in from behind. Bingo is in a good position to at least cause them some problems. Bomb plant, 2 kills. This is already a successful round for TYLOO, considering they did not invest. And they've actually managed to pick up some rifles as well. Now, no armor behind it, so it's definitely not going to be easy. And I think they're going to have to try and be a bit more proactive here. Instead, they're going to peek individually, and that gives the space to the CT side to try and get back into this round. Summer holding the angle. Bingo just walks out with no gun in hand. And that kick's got another. Surely not. How?
Why? What were those peaks, man? The second one just jumping around, and then a swing right afterwards that he just taps. That was ridiculous. The Deagle formula not even adhered to.
I was about to say, have you got a formula for this round? These are
Look
some
at this.
great shots
Why
by Dag
is that
King,
peak though? Why?
Why? Yeah, that's just that's especially when you just throw a smoke down. Well, they lost the round to 1 Deagle and some Glocks. Take that as you will. I'm gonna try my very best to forget that ever happened. And slowly doesn't care. He did, like, every round he would just forget that there are other angles. It just, like, it's not just me, Mitch. Those boxes are the most basic angle in the entire site, right? Like, that's one of the most common spots we see played every round. And he's just like, nah, there's no way there's anyone there. Just runs through. Oh. One day, I hope I am as confident as slowly. And it just, like, honestly, I think I'd be a force to be reckoned with.
Nice stuff by somebody. He's picked up boy.
That's his first kill.
No idea there's a player up close. Oh my god, Bingo's got it eventually, but he went through the whole card to get there. Swings out wide for more, but the shots are just not landing. And TYLOO now 3-3. They're tying things up. They're hot on the heels of the CT side, and it's an eco for after gaming. At least it should be. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? I don't know where you go from here. You're going to be 4-3 down. a lot of pressure on the next buy round.
Yeah, that. I haven't quite managed to wipe it from my mind, Mitch. That round is truly unacceptable, and it's something I can pick a positive. I spoke yesterday about how a lot of teams on Vertigo don't seem to utilize mid. TYLOO did very well, in fact, very, very successfly. It's almost quite impressive how they managed to get that much done. Oh, attacker's pushed into the stack. He's killed 2. Make that 3. This is just some stat padding. Marek will at least come up with 1. Now, they can just take the bomb and go B at this stage. That's not the TYLOO way.
No, it's not. They live by a different mantra.
Live by the sword.
Kill everybody. I respect it. I think sometimes you gotta just go in for the kills. Go hard or go home. And we all know that TYLOO can do that, but when you look at the boys like Wang over on After Gaming, well, they can go hard as well. That's for sure. We've seen them deliver some great shots in the past. Penetrating TYLOO with bullets from start to finish of the rounds, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do the same on this one. The full buy round has a lot of weight on it. It's very important. Wang's got his big one out. The big gun, the op, as he looks to take some kills. Not yet offered anything up, but there he is, straight on to slowly, training it back into a man advantage now for After. As they're under threat on the B site, the BINGO is here, and he's going to go through that smoko. Or maybe it's going to be attacker that goes through it. They're dancing on the edge, they're waiting. And of course, look at this. I thought he was going to go through. I could feel it.
Oh, he's got there in the end, and wow, this was a 4v2. It's quickly slipped, and nice shot from Wang. He has to know the attackers in this quarter. An attacker, of course, is just gonna go in for the kill, and it's gonna be all too easy for Wang. Really nice clutch from him. I know I might have underhyped that one a little bit, but I feel like just to walk through the smoke made it a little bit underwhelming. And actually, the money, it's not amazing. Luckily, Summer has got a bank for days. But yeah, again, we see this attempted utilization of mid. This round should have been much cleaner for the CT side in reality. It shouldn't have come down to the clutch. Again, I'd sort of talk about how attacker could have just gone for the bomb. But, you know, he wanted to try and clutch things out. Didn't want to give his opposition a chance. And, well, speaking of not giving them a chance, attacker and the rest of the squad are just running up the ramp straight through all the smokes, all the utility. Sakai is going to be in a good position, but he gets absolutely nothing done. The sheer pace of TYLOO is causing some real issues for After. This is something they were much better at stopping when it came to their CT side of the last. But I say that, actually, they retook most of the time, didn't they? They didn't actually stop a lot of the entries. I guess that's all TYLOO really need to do. If they could just have this level of pace and then not have it after the bomb goes down, they'd probably be, well, they'd probably win 16-0 if I'm being honest. But instead, the bomb's going to go down. I'm waiting to see who's going to peak first. Let's play a game of, well, you can play a game of bingo, I guess.
Well, who's going to win the game? And it's going to be Wang. He's the victor, taking down Summer and putting it into a 3 versus 3. But time is not on their side. 17 seconds left. They've got to get a move on. No kit, right? So it's got to be that 10-second defuse. 3 seconds left. They've got to get on it.
He does have it.
They're not on it.
He's got a kit.
Oh, he has? Oh, I missed it on the UI. That's my bad. But 2 seconds remaining. It's time to tap it. It's time to stick it, in fact. And he's going to get it. Somebody's out of ammo. Oh, my God. Another inside the smoke stick. BINGO even takes the kill at the end. And oh, how TYLOO have fallen. 5-4. And a great round for After to pick up.
They're giving a damn good go for being the worst team ever in afterplant situations. I don't think I've ever seen anybody lose this many afterplants. It's almost impressive at this point. Like, it's a lot more common, of course, that on the CT side of this, or the T side of this map, that there are going to be a hell of a lot of retakes, but my God, they just don't seem to go well for them. Even a 4v4, 4v3, it doesn't seem to matter too much. And like, again, like Summer, I don't like that angle. It's just in the open, you got no support. Then you could just see players like running aggressively through smokes, having to try a wide peek because they didn't have a good angle onto the bomb because they didn't have that side alley locked down anymore. That one kill pretty much opened up the round. And of course, no doubt, TYLOO are going to force straight back up into this one. So both teams on the brink. A win here for After could put them in a very good position. Unlike the last map, I'm actually more worried for the T side from After, because I think the CT side of this map, relatively straightforward, especially with how quickly we're seeing TYLOO actually face into this. Sony's actually managed to just get a kill with a deagle. An Attacker, I'm actually surprised he put the brakes on there. I honestly thought he was just going to keep running into the site.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point, Tom. You know, W key seems to be the only one on the keyboard as Sakai swings through and finds the bomb in the open, smokes off the other side. And that's a massive pickup now. For the CT side, they've got the man advantage back out of the hands of TYLOO at least. And the bomb dropped. What was that? Why is he pushing forward with the bomb by himself, Tom?
Good question. Come back to that one later. Black can break that play down. He is the Asian Counter-Strike expert. So,
let's get one of the TYLOO analysts on. Ask them what was wrong with that.
We're gonna wheel up the I don't know, like Skybox or something, and that's gonna break down this round. Oh no, they're gonna win it, aren't they? They are. They
don't deserve that. They do not deserve that round.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The classic give them the bomb and then still win flawlessly strap.
Oh.
Hey Blair, wheel it up, wheel it up. We're gonna watch that one back. You can give the overview, like show how they used all their utility. I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for the break, for the Blair breakdown. It's like you think he's breaking the round down, he actually just starts crying.
Oh.
This is so stupid.
The funny thing is, the second that happened, I was like, they're gonna win this round, and it's not even gonna be close. Like in my head, I was like, yeah, it's not even gonna be close, and I'm gonna hate every second of it. But that is TYLOO. It's like the things they do are not good Counter-Strike.
No,
but they are good Counter-Strike players, and that's what makes them both very enjoyable and also something I desperately hate. So, yeah.
I'm with you.
I'm having fun, though. That made me laugh. I won't lie.
I think we could have some fun after this. I've still got some of the programs that break down demos, like all the statistics, extract the spreadsheets. And I can only imagine what it would have been like. So to give you context,
it will explode.
Yeah, you just like you download the
you just
demo,
put it in, and it goes.
Just no.
I don't want to live anymore.
It just blows up completely.
Please end my suffering.
Me.
Please
Delete me.
And it's like.
Yeah, like we did so I was doing some breakdowns for some teams, and we were looking at Astralis and complexity and stuff like that. Astralis on Nuke especially was something I thought would be the craziest thing I ever did, because they're just so damn unpredictable in a very good way for them. But then I can only imagine the sleepless nights I would have had if the teams I was working for were going to be playing against TYLOO. I think I would have just given up on life.
It'll be like you with one of those big boards on the wall and like a million pieces of string.
Yeah.
And then someone will walk in after you being in there for 3 days. He's like, man, I cracked the code. It's actually off random algorithms. What they do is they roll a dice, and then there's 16 different holes, and the dice lands in a hole, and it falls down, and it rolls along a tube, wraps back around, and down goes the mousetrap. And they're like, Mitch, you need to get some sleep. You've completely lost it. And in reality, you're actually right. And you could have broken down the whole code just on that.
It's like, what are we doing? You have to roll like 6 different dice. First dice tells you which one to use second, and so on.
Yeah, it goes on.
It's like, okay, boys, so we're gonna go A, drop the bomb B, flash ourselves in middle, then, hold on, then get 3 headshots through smoke.
And the funny thing is, it all leads to this piece of paper that just says headshot everyone.
Yeah. Peek everything.
So, oh, it's the same as last time. And I'm guessing there's like a 1 in a million like algorithm that actually leads to the ball will fall into a different tube that says play passive. Well, we've never got there. It's never happened before. Maybe that was, I think that was the way they beat, was it Luminosity on Inferno? They played really passive. So that was the one day. Here we go, though. They're going to run through some smokes.
Yep. This is the passive play that we're talking about. This is the passive version of TYLOO. Straight through the smokes. Slowly shift walked in through the smoke, which is how you know they're playing passive. But Wang, he shuts him down as he went through his second smoke. And that ultimately proved to be the bad part of the formula. Of course, none of his teammates were with him. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Well, he just pushed through short, so obviously the others went up ramp, right? They were mollied off, or no, they were on the bottom of the ramp, chilling. Now the bomb's going to push forward by itself, find a kill. I know what you're thinking again. That they just peeked with the bomb on short, so surely at that point they've pushed ramp. No, they haven't. The bomb's gone down. They still haven't pushed ramp. They're up. Fucking construction. Why are they there? Like, they're actually annoying me now. This is the second player that's peaked short. This one has the bomb, and you're still on the bottom of ramp. What are you doing, you madmen? This is not Counter-Strike.
They go with the round.
This is fundamentally stupid. Whoever is IGLing right now, stop. Just stop. I'm so happy they lost that round. Bingo, you're a legend. TYLOO, you're idiots. Like, what are you doing? That is right, that is stupid.
Over to Blair in the Weatherman.
What are they like? What are you doing, bro? Like 3 times they peak short with the bomb, and the other guys are on ramp. Like, yeah, it's a really nice view, isn't it? Yeah, I wonder how much it's gonna cost when it's all constructed. Do you think they'll do apartments? It's probably offices, bro. Yeah, you're right. Probably offices. Oh, our friend's dead. Should we go? Yeah.
It's a shame we're meant to be blowing this place up.
I could invest somewhere here. I could see myself retiring here.
What if we just don't plant the bomb? Ooh, I like that idea.
Maybe they'll give us a complimentary apartment. This is just ridiculous. That round, I've never been as angry as I have just there. That was so stupid. Because they've done it before as well. This is the thing. It's not like that was the first time. They peaked it 3 times. They did it in a different round as well, where they won because they sprayed through smokes. Like,
but yeah, that's the second time we've now seen the bomb dropped on short by a solo peak with no backup and no utility. Like, we might be seeming like we're sort of like just joking around, but it genuinely is at the point where TYLOO are just making fundamentally bad decisions, and this is keeping me sane.
Yeah, let me just clarify this for people at home. If I took this game seriously, if we tried to actually Danking on the corner, molly out, they managed to grab the kill. Don't know how Danking got that one. Now they're looking for the side. If I tried to take this seriously, I'd be in the hospital by the end of this. I'd have an aneurysm.
Oh, here we go. Proper execution. Molotov's down. Team pushing together. It does seem like occasionally where they get like punished, we get a proper execution from TYLOO, and I think that's what makes it all the more annoying, is that we know this is here, like everybody pushing together, the smoke down, the Molotovs to clear out the positions. They don't really give a chance, although no one watching the flank. Oh, you know, they got the trade, so I guess that's forgivable. Nice flash.
He just stared with someone flash. What? He's just stared at us. He threw it so high as well and just watched it. Like, yep, that's a flashback.
It's just like, it's like the goldfish memory. Just like, it throws it and it goes, what's that?
There was nothing it could have been behind either. It's not like it barely was just behind the corner. Like, it was in the middle of the air. What was he doing? I think it's like he knew he was dead, so he was just like, I don't want to see it coming. Just, Whew. This is
Oh.
something else.
It's back to ramp. I can't say I'm surprised. They're just running in. Oh, Danky got there in the end. Death to Oi and Bingo. Now the bomb has not gone A, at least yet. They have the whole map at this point. So Oi. Oh, it's a bit dicey. They do win the half 9-6. It's slowly again. Like the thing is, I've watched multiple rounds of him die from not peeking an angle, and he's still 20 and 8. This is sort of the thing again that we talk about when it comes to TYLOO. Like the choices they're making are not good ones, but they are better than after gaming, and so it makes it quite a depressing scenario watching this match, because it's like, by all accounts, after gaming are playing smarter.
100%.
The problem is they are not good enough to face against TYLOO. And that's just going to be the case with many of these matches. Like, you're going to see this all the time in Asian Counter-Strike, where TYLOO have picked up the best individual players, and until they play against someone who either they respect, and even then sometimes you're going to see these sort of plays. So that's the issue. Like, they're going to fight everything on this CT side. The funny thing is, I actually thought the T side from them would be more sane. The CT side is actually what truly terrifies me, because this is a map where a lot of aggression is available. Please check. Thank you. Oh, Oi, biggest fan. Thank you. We've seen an angle properly checked. The thing is, they're, again, probably still going to lose the round, which is what makes this all the more painful. Going to be peaked together, and yeah, again, like, these are mistakes that were made by TYLOO, like not checking that angle, just leaving it and just walking past. And even though after gaming and not making those same mistakes, TYLOO still win.
It's just one of those days, Tom. One of those days, one of those games. We know it's going to be 2-0. We know,
taking one down.
we know TYLOO are going to win, but this shouldn't be happening. The way that they're doing it, it's hurting me. It really is genuinely hurting me.
Here we go.
The XM push.
Play of the day.
Normally you'll see players hold this angle for a long time. He's going to push in about 3 seconds. He's bored already. He's thinking, they're not here. Oh, they're sending the FAMAS first for the ranged fight. I like it. What is this? I thought it'd just be the XM running around the corner, but they're actually playing off each other. That might seem condescending because it's TYLOO, and obviously they're playing off each other. But if you're just joining us, no, they're not.
No, I'm going to go ahead and say I disagree with you, and I will tell you why.
Oh, okay.
It was somebody, and somebody just likes to push.
Yeah.
I don't think that they went, oh yeah, bro, let me go first. I've got the FAMAS, I'll take the bear. Like, he was waiting on the angle, and he goes, oh, he's gone through. Okay, cool. I guess I'll
go with you. Oh man.
Oh, the peek the deagle. Yep. Keep peeking the deagle on the guy who can't do anything. Oi is wrecking him, and yep, this is happening. He's got the B site under his control. Somebody's the only one remaining. The man to push down ramp quite a while ago. I want to point out there was absolutely no reason to take that fight. If they just stay back, he has a 0% chance of winning the round. Instead, he has got 3 kills off the back of the deagle, picked up an M4, doesn't even have any armor, and has got to try and clutch this one out versus somebody who, I think he's just hit his head on the ceiling. Might knock a little bit of sense into him as he goes running forward. Switch up in afterplant positions, a more passive one at that. And actually, somebody doesn't have a kit, so he does have to get onto this bomb relatively soon. In fact, he has got to hold this, and that's not going to be happening. Great round from Oi. Absolutely atrocious one from TYLOO.
Yeah, really terrible round from them, but I mean, I'm just getting used to that at this point.
No,
just
my
witness
friend
this.
just died here, so maybe I should try it.
Ridiculous clutch by Oi, really. Like, you cannot take away how insane he just played in that round. Like, that was a nuts 1v4. At the same time, what are you doing, TYLOO? Like, genuinely, I thought I disliked the decision making of After yesterday. I thought it physically cannot get worse than this. But the worst thing is TYLOO are making worse decisions and it's working. That makes it a million times worse.
That's what's worse. If the reason that the After one was annoying, but they got punished. And I made this metaphor before, but it's like that little kid that you tell not to do something, they do it, and then they don't get hurt. Like you're like, I'm trying to teach you a life lesson here, and you've managed to ignore it and get away with it, which makes it all the more annoying. They're gonna win this round, aren't they?
Well, count the deagles, Tom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the mathematical equation has already been tried, tested, and proven. In this region, if you got 4 deagles, you win the round. Now they've lost some. I don't quite know how this works. Then it doesn't work with varying numbers like this. You've got to survive with all 4 players. This is ridiculous.
Does he know it has a scope?
Somebody's gonna win this duel. Oh, okay, he's backing off. Oh no, he's not. It's somebody. Of course he's not backing off. He swings. His teammate swings way too late after, and so no trades. And all they had to do was delay for attacker's flank. But of course, they just peeked. They just swung right into him. Why not? Well, that was pretty poor decision making. Why am I surprised?
I'm glad. It's good. After managed to take themselves another round, there's absolutely nothing attacker could do about it, and all of this stems off the back of a fantastic clutch from Oi. So we are going to see an 8th poured onto the board for the side of After. Obviously, they've still got a very, very long way to go, and we pretty much witnessed this in the last map, that realistically TYLOO at any moment could just decide they want to win the game, which evidently at the moment I'm not sure they do. I think they might just want to play some extra Counter-Strike. That's what it looks like, at least. 10-8, every single weapon wiped out, and this time it does have to be an eco from TYLOO. They will be able to get the AWP when it comes up to their first buy round, so that'll be something for Dan King. Somebody as well, like the thing is, most teams now have come to expect him. He's been playing really poorly today. The rest of the team have been pretty good. Like I think slowly, in terms of his individual aim, has been off the charts. Like there's been no one in this server that's even come close to his individual level. And by the looks of it, they're just going to go for the stack on the ramp. Although it's sort of a stack, like slowly facing. He's actually managed to hit a dink as well. They're kind of still playing this individually, but they will eventually get a kill. Somebody's found one. Again, this is all about cost. Dan King going to go pushing, and while somebody hides, I think he's trying to use that little angle on the side of the sandbag that gives you a little bit of a spot. You can see it through the edge. Very useful one if you do play around that spot. I'm pretty sure I saw 100 Thieves use that very regularly with an AWP. It's quite filthy. I like it.
You're pulling this back into a serious cast, Tom. This is the unforgivable sin. Tells you I
think it's more for my sake than anyone else's.
Well, look, at least this round has gone according to plan, right? They've lost 1 player. That rifle will be saved over by TYLOO, or attempted to be saved at least. As Summer locks it down over the word short, but somebody's about to spot a player. Oh, I don't think he's even going to see him. He's just going to die from this. Marek up top. USP comes out. He's seen somebody now. Easy kill. And now Summer's under threat, being pushed down. Doesn't get the rifle safe through. Good hunts by After. And 9-10 we go. Closing in the distance. TYLOO they're being threatened. I want to see what Dan King does with this up. I mean, he's been pretty solid. I mentioned Attacker had a slow game in the previous map. Now he's definitely stepping it up and filling those boots. As you said, somebody has been underwhelming for sure.
Here we go. Pretty much the most basic smoke that we see down the ramp. Nade comes through. Somebody just runs in Sakai has spotted a man on the sandbags. There should be a smoke. Never mind. Slowly just wide peeks it. No fear. And he's actually going to continue his push. Bear in mind, he's already been tagged down to 49 HP. But for him, that's a good number. Like, until he's on about 3, he's going to face everything. And even then, he still might.
Of course they're actually winning those fights as well. Like, somebody ran through a smoke that is, if anything, set up to hurt him. They see your feet coming around first. Look at Attacker. It's up on top of the wood. No worries. Drops a nade down. That didn't do any damage. Bingo. He loves the Krieg, but I've never seen him scope in with it. I don't know what he loves the hip fire Krieg. Interesting.
Oh, Blair just chimed in to say it's first bullet accuracy, but that first bullet didn't go too well. It's going to be 11-9. TYLOO, of course, they win that round flawlessly.
That's just so stupid. It's so stupid. He just runs through it. It's the last thing you expect. Oh, man. It's going to be so infuriating playing versus TYLOO. The team is Stewie's.
I will admit, though, this round from after was also pretty poor. Like, there was no team play whatsoever. That was one solo. Granted, I'll forgive the first guy. Like, you got killed by someone running through a smoke. But then with the Molotov, it's a solo peek. Then the peek after that with the AWP on B, also a solo peek. Like, if you're trying to just beat TYLOO out in individual duels, then good luck. Good luck. I don't think there's many teams that can do that. So maybe a Na'Vi on a good day. They'd probably be able to beat them in individual duels. But yeah, this is what this team thrives on. Oh, that is a dirty shot from Dan King. And wow, where has this come from? Like, this is so clean. They've dropped just one player. And even then, this is a 5v1. Thankfully, it's not going to go the same way as the 4v1 they had earlier. Not forget that. Let's just remember.
Never forget. Never forget, never forgive.
Definitely never forgive. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a team fight a man with a deagle in ladder room. Probably for a good reason. But, you know. But yeah, Dan King just styling on them. And this is the difference, really. Like, they played this round with no utility. Like, this was just pure individual prowess, just dominating positions. And that's the comparison I made earlier when I was talking about that Hellraiser side. Like, you sort of say, like, they didn't win it because they were tactically outclassing their opponents. They won it because they were better than them. And that is the case here. Photographer.
Been flashing people. No, not in that way. Don't be making it about that.
Yeah, not like Captain America.
Okay, we've got a nice little solid double opening, but a re-extension into pistols. Gives them an extra kill. Once they don't get 1v4'd by a deagle, I think they can be pretty happy, and a nice little cleanup in the end from Attacker. 13-9.
They've lost 2 people in 3 rounds. Again, like, it's something we mentioned that TYLOO just seemed to flip a switch. I think it's also that a lot of those silly duels that they were taking before, they're still taking and just winning them. Like, that's been the main difference maker. The SG for some has been having a good time. Attacker with the AK as well. And yeah, they're just on a different level to what we're seeing from after. But much better showing from them. Like, I honestly thought I was going to be... Oh my god. Really?
Well,
he pushed that with an AWP?
Evidently, and he's gone away with it as well, but now he's going to pull back to the site where Bingo's waiting for him. No problem. One on the board, another for Dan King. He is shutting them down with a 3K, but he gets lost in his crosshair for a 2v2. They pull that right back after now in a position with the bomb planted that they can just delay the time. The smoke for the right, the double smoke for the right side. Interesting. Complete waste of utility on that one. And Wang has to worry about his left now. He's going to go in for the swing. They've got the freedom to just peek into this angle, but that lack of a smoke actually works out really well, as somebody's now left in the 1v2, and this should be a save by him. No time really to get back in there and find both kills. He's going forward. Why is he going forward? There's 13 seconds left. This guy's mad. He's found one, but it's... Why? He's jumped in. He's got the AK. There was literally no time. Run. Jeez, he stuck around quite a while.
Yeah, again, this is this seems to be the two differences between the rounds that we see won from TYLOO and the rounds we see lost from TYLOO. The fact is there is very little differences other than them by hitting their shots individually. So that trade in the early portions of the round basically allowed for the site to be taken. In afterplants, well, again, it just comes down to individuals. Danking with a nice effort. Honestly, no idea how he survived that first jump down. That is lunacy. We're going to see aggression into mid once again. They feel like they found the solution. Slowly, actually going to kill off his teammate and get headshotted moments after. So they've taken the man advantage. And actually now we see After slow down a little bit. Try and be a tiny bit more patient in their play.
Patience, the name of the game when it comes to TYLOO. We know that. They love it. But surprisingly, yeah, after losing those kills, they're not going in for any sort of an aggressive play. They're realizing perhaps that their opponents are just waiting for them. And just watching for an opportunity. As attacker goes forward to prod on the ramp, he doesn't see the players. He's just a second too late. Or too early, swinging back in. As he comes forward, though, he's going to catch one off guard, goes out for more, one after another. He picks up the kills. It comes into a 2v2 with Dan King still watching the cross, op in hand, but his teammate's fallen. It's all down to him to hold on to this one, and the quickscope not quite going to land for him, but that one does. The 180 connection, now looking for the final on site, but he can't get it done. The box obscures his vision and puts another round on the board for After.
Yeah, these rounds have been close, but a few slip-ups here and there from TYLOO, a TK in the mix, or very wide positions as well. Like, you don't normally see people sat in the open in mid. That was very close. What'd you think of that one, Mitch?
Oh, love it, Tom. Absolutely love it. Just loving life right now.
How bad the communication must have been in that moment for that to happen. That's all he has to say really is I'm flashing. Or not. Oh, they've gone for the buy here. They've used the extra bank that was available on somebody to get what is a still pretty horrible purchase. A few rifles, deagle, bit of utility, and of course Danking on the AWP, which has been really impressive throughout this game. Like slowly has slowed down a little bit, and while that AWP has pretty much filled the void. I love how Saka's just like, I don't even know where I'm dying from. How's he there already? He just killed someone on the other side. It's just happening again, isn't it? We've had a few close rounds and TYLOO have gone, all right, you've had your fun. Bingo, though. We'll be able to trade 2 back. Turns out peeking the same angle twice isn't the best idea. Because of that, we're actually going to see a relatively smart play from Summer. He's not going to overface here. He's just trying to wait on the cross. Wang's going to go pushing. Needs to be an instant dig, and he's going to whiff. It gives some space over now. Danking trying to rotate in with the AWP. One of his opponents is relatively low on health, and they've spotted out Bingo, and the spray will eventually get there. It's left all on to Wang, and he's not going to be able to connect his shots. It's Attacker with a triple kill. The man to start the round is also the one to finish it. Find an extra AK and a bomb plant. It's definitely going to be nice for the side of After to at least give them some bonus cash. But even still, it leaves them in an awkward position. Force with what will likely be a few AKs and some SMGs. Or, okay. Or just basically give this round up. It is funny to me though that was still a 2-on-5 that they almost lost.
Yep. I mean, look, the reality is, and we can clearly see where the problems are. TYLOO were playing super loose. They're overpeaking everything. They're not playing as a team, and they're versus a team that have decent individuals. So they're being punished for it. Now, what does that mean normally? It means that you tighten up your game. What does that mean for TYLOO? It means they keep doing the same thing and it just works. And here we go. Towards the ramp versus the pistols. This was a force buy. This was after trying to fight this one. Trying to keep themselves alive, and another 1v4 on offer for Oi, but this time he hasn't got the coupons to capitalize on that offer. And so 15 to 11 we go. TYLOO facing into what will be another force buy, and presumably this will be the end of the map.
Yeah, well, we have seen them win a round off Deagles already. This would be one hell of a round to lose for TYLOO, of course, but they're gonna give it a damn good go, Mitch. They're gonna give it a damn good go. Oh, missed shot from Danking, but he's left his teammate behind. Attacker has some utility. What? Oh, he just jumped up and destroyed them. Looking for more. He wants to end this round on his own, but eventually he will fall. Luckily, you've still got the man of Danking. 29 kills. It will be 16 to 11 in favor of TYLOO. Definitely not a strategical performance from them, but on an individual level, they were by